August 16, 2023. And that's why I say I know for sure, no matter how much they be out there laughing like silly hyenas, because you know they try to get a rise out of me. See, that's what motherfuckers who be on that better than, worse than, that bully shit. Yo, I'm familiar with that shit all the way back to junior high school. Y'all are not new to me. I'm new to you. Yo, I done seen 3 generations of y'all. Y'all, your parents and your grandparents was in school with me. Because y'all have kids like every 15, 17 years, right? I had my first child 27. Now I'm that bitch, yeah. And so, and I was married to my husband. I got, wedding photos, because my daughter was from an engagement that I was engaged to her father. We lived in Puerto Rico for a few months. His name is Santos Alvarado. I'm not going to tell you my daughter's name, and his lady he got with after me was Carmen, the stepmom, Carmen Suarez. And she abused my daughter in secret. I didn't know. But I found out later, got her out of there. That's the type of person I am, But they were living in houses, secrets, and lies too. I'm going to tell all they dirt. Only one's going to get spared is, my family members that I love and my kids. I'm not going to tell any dirt about my kids. Other than maybe my son Chris car crash, because that's common knowledge. But anyway, where, it caused me and Barry to fall out. My cousin Barry built like a tank, and I had to tell Barry, he told him to hold me back at family court, whatever, when I was suing him, taking him through court after court after court after court, dragging him, because he didn't want to walk to go get his car. We had his car parked downtown Lower Manhattan, in the parking garage, and he knew I was going to follow him. Barry know he could snap my neck in a fair fight, but I don't fight fair. Barry know that. Barry was terrified. I don't know why. I wasn't going to touch him. Anyway, so that's what it is, and make no mistake about it. If y'all have done shit like this on 160, the biggest money making drug block in the 90s, there were many blocks over there that made a lot of money. But 160 was mentioned in the New York Times in 1994. They had an article about 160 in the New York Times, the biggest drug block in the city, period, in New York, period. They knew weight came in there. Hey, weight came in on 160, 165. The article was about 160. Okay, weight came in on 165. 165 was where that dealer was handcuffed to the radiator. Poor Angel, stabbed up 27 times. About a week, 10 days after I'd warned him twice about that. Because I knew my peoples had taught me well. We was hustlers, and we taxed them if they, we did business with them. Got them custodies and everything, got PCs, but if they tried to treat us, diss us or whatever, we taxed them. But we didn't hurt nobody. We didn't hurt nobody, and we ain't take no weight. Only Rich did that. And come see me, Rich. I want to talk to you too. And tell you which one of you or your twin brother, Will, who had the big dick game. It wasn't you. So, if y'all did that on 160, me did that on 160. If y'all did anything like this on 160, messing around with people's kids, calling popo and unnecessary beef with an old lady, even if they wasn't involved or whatever, they would have stopped you. The OGs, them niggas, there was a young boy who owned the building. I didn't even know he owned it. I knew he was a boss. But my homegirl Sheila told me he owned that building. All the weight coming in there was from him. He owned it. He would have stopped. And that boy, he was under 30. He was like in his 20s, 27, 26, 27, 28. Any one of the OGs would have came up to you as a group and said, check this out. Whatever's going on, you better cut that shit out. You fucking up our dough, You making the block hot. For what? For bullshit. Nobody ever tried to make the block hot. The only time there was action on that block was when it was involving a deal gone wrong or somebody trying to violate, rob, and they go something like that. That's a part of that drug game. That's something that's a risk in that. But unnecessary shit like this, they would have stopped you. They'd say, in that, did that now. You got Popo running here all the fucking time, this and that, fucking up people's dough, and you fucking trying to mess with a daughter. We ain't about that, we about dough. They fucked hoes, but they wasn't doing this shit. they would have deaded you. They would have gave you a warning. If you didn't, they would have jumped all of y'all, or they'd invited you inside, said, yo, we want to hook you up. Come in. And took you in one of them apartments, like the one that was on 146 between 8th and Brad. The entrance was on 8th, but the building was like kind of between 8th and Bradhurst. And they would have the hole in the wall ready, the plastic on the floor ready, and when you went in the room thinking you was going to get hooked up or with a hole or something, they would have just shot you in the head right there as soon as you walked in the room with the plastic. Shot you in the head, bam, bam, bam. You fall, roll you up in the plastic, roll you up in the rug or whatever, put you right in the hole and plaster it back up, and there you go. They took like 3-4 bodies out of that building. Yo, I knew something was wrong with that building. I didn't know why. I could feel the energy. I knew something bad happened there. And I knew it had to do with a drug gang or something, but I didn't know what. So I saw it in the newspaper. It was in the Daily News. So, real talk. No, y'all wouldn't have got away with none of that. You couldn't have did none of that to them or even to anybody on the block and fuck up their business like that. That's why I know y'all were never on a big money-making block like 160 and never made no dough. Because you would never make all this kind of silly-ass beef if you was out there hustling, making dough. Because niggas who hustle and make a dough, they stay in motion all the time. Just like the low-key OG. And this wonderful, wonderful lady who's God blessing. They don't stand around creating drama and beef. Trust me, when them niggas was standing around, they was getting cussies, and then they get cussies and go back. That was it. That was it. When they wanted to party, they left the block. They didn't, because they had money. Unlike y'all. So, no, I know you wasn't on the block like that, yo.